Hi ladies, welcome back to MJ Cosmetics. I'm so excited to share this video with you guys today because it's review day. And if any of you know me, which I know a lot of you watching do, you know how much I love to give my opinion, especially when it comes to makeup. So the thing we're going to be focusing on today is foundation. I cannot even tell you guys, not just in my professional career as a makeup artist, but also personally, like my thing with cosmetics is finding the perfect foundation. I am such a sucker for the newest, latest, greatest, best packaging in foundation that the market has to offer. Why? Because I want my skin to look amazing. More than a beautiful smoky eye, more than the perfectly arched brow, I want my skin to look the absolute best that it can. So I can tell you right now, when a new foundation is launched, I am one of the first people in line to go and try that baby. So the whole reason why I wanted to do a foundation review is because foundation is really important, ladies, okay? It is literally the foundation to everything else that you will be using on your face and on your skin. So if you have a foundation that, for instance, is the wrong color, forget it. If you have a foundation that is the wrong texture for you, you're still not going to be happy. You can have the most amazing eyeshadow, the most amazing smoky eye, the perfect red lip. And guess what? If your foundation is not custom designed and custom matched just for you, you're still not going to look the way that you want to. So let me help take some of the guesswork out for you. I have basically narrowed it down to what I would consider to be my top 4. I probably have about 15 to 20 different foundation lines in my kit. Excuse me, and these are the top 4 foundations that I come back to, not just for myself, honestly, but obviously for my clients again and again and again, and it's for a reason. So I am going to be demonstrating my foundations on an orange for you because it would take too much time for me to try on all 4 foundations. The way that this is going to work is you will see how well the coverage quality is for color, skin texture, how well it's going to fill in all of our fine lines and pores. You're also going to be able to see the finish a little bit, obviously not as well as you would on your skin because it's not going to dry very well on an orange, on our beautiful orange, but you'll get the idea. So I also want to show you, and forgive me, I did not have time to clean my gross looking little beauty blender, but you know I use these all the time. But I also want to show you what tools to use with the products that I am featuring today, so that you get the best results that you can possibly get with your product. Okay. So let me start. I'm going to kind of start from the foundation with the highest amount of coverage, and then we'll work our way back from like a full coverage to the medium coverage to more of a sheer coverage. So the foundation that has the best full coverage, by far, in my opinion, is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. This is a foundation and a concealer, which is one of the things that makes this so amazing. I actually found out about this because I subscribe to Candy Johnson's channel, who I love. Hi, Candy, if you're watching. I actually had the opportunity to meet her. I was trained by her in bridal makeup and high definition makeup in Las Vegas for one of my continuing education courses like 3 years ago. She is the best. She is so incredibly knowledgeable about this industry and about products. So when she says that she loves something, I go out and I buy it. And let me tell you, every single time she's recommended a product, it has never let me down. So I'm going to demonstrate this for you on my orange. Now, when I take it out of the bottle, you're going to notice a really cool applicator. So this is like a gigantic, oversized felt tip dough applicator. I mean, it is It's what you would see in a lip gloss, except this is your foundation. Now, you are not going to use the applicator to blend with. We don't usually, but I just wanted to put that out there because if you try to use this to blend with, you're going to be really, really disappointed. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my orange. I should have found some like dark spots or something so it shows you how well it really covers. So first I'm going to blend this in with my fingertip. That's how I apply it to my skin. And excuse my hands, you guys. I have been like refinishing furniture, making Play-Doh, and do I wear gloves? Of course not. I just let it ruin my cuticles and my fingernails. So forgive me, I have kids, what can I say? Okay, so as I'm blending it in, the first thing that you're gonna notice. Okay, hold on. That is an amazing blooper, but I'm gonna pick up where I left off. Okay, where were we? Oh, my children never fail to make me laugh. So what you're gonna see first is the amazing coverage that it gives you for evening out your skin tone because you cannot see any of the orange coming through the foundation. So what I would then do is I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna start to blend this out, which is also going to shear it down a little bit and give it a little bit more of a natural finish and a natural texture. Okay, so did a pretty good job. What I noticed is that it evened out the texture of the orange and it also evened out the color. So honestly, with this foundation, you're not going to be able to see your skin through the foundation. This is a very high coverage foundation. You're basically going to walk away looking like a porcelain doll, which in my opinion really is not all that bad of a thing to look like. So if that's the kind of coverage that you want, I would go for this. If you don't want to use it all over the face, you don't have to. I use this with my regular everyday wear foundation, but I use it as a concealer, which looks absolutely amazing. So that part is up to you. The next foundation I want to show you guys, most of you are going to be really well familiar with this product. It is an absolute worldwide cult classic, and that is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I've been using this for, well, I think I started working for MAC in 2001, so like 16 years is how long I've been using this product, so it's pretty good. This has SPF 15 in it. It is definitely a medium coverage foundation, 2 applications, and it is a really great full coverage foundation. The only thing that I would say about a lot of the MAC foundations is they need to improve their range of color tones, and mainly that's because, for instance, they don't have any foundations for people with olive skin. They basically have, most of their foundations are either cool or warm. They've started to do a little bit better job creating foundations for people who are neutral, which is a wide range of people. So anyway, just be kind of forewarned about that. So again, I'm going to start blending it in with my finger because that's usually how I put my foundation on. I kind of put it on with my fingertips first and then I blend it out with my beauty blender. So obviously the first thing you notice is it has really great coverage for evening out skin tone, and it's also filling in all of those divots really well, which means that it's going to do a good job filling in fine lines, wrinkles, pores, all that kind of stuff. I also use my beauty blender with this foundation. Now, excuse me, in my opinion, this is the MAC, and then we're gonna turn it around, and this is the Clinique. After blending it with the beauty blender, I think the MAC actually does a much finer job in looking more natural, continuing to even out the surface of the skin and evening out the skin tone. So results are results. It's a really great foundation, and they sell hundreds of thousands of these every month for a reason. Okay, So that is the MAC Studio Fix Plus Fluid Foundation. Okay, I'm gonna trade oranges here. So now we're gonna go from sheer to medium. I'm gonna start with the medium. This is also buildable to full. Most foundations that say that it's a medium coverage will be buildable to a full coverage if you like. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way. Okay, the title or the name of this foundation says it all. Our skin, naturally, when it has nothing on it, has a satin finish. A lot of foundations today will either be dewy or they'll be matte, which is not the natural finish of our skin. So that's why I loved this product, because in my opinion, it gives you one of the most natural finishes to your skin available in foundation today. It has, again, a medium, buildable to full coverage. The color range is outstanding. I think it does not matter what tone your skin is, what color your skin is, you're gonna be able to find one of these foundations that fits your skin tone perfectly. The other nice thing is it's oil-free, and it does not, I repeat, it does not have SPF. I actually prefer, as a professional especially, I prefer a foundation that does not have SPF in it. I like to be able to use an SPF separately from my makeup. Not everybody is that way, but that's one of the things that I really like about this product. So let me get my little orange model ready for you guys. So let's see how this one does. I'm gonna pick, so this has some nice little brown spots on it. So I will show that to you guys in terms of how well it covers imperfections, okay? So again, we're going to apply it initially with our finger, and it completely covered those brown spots. I love that. And it is doing a really good job of evening out the texture. So let's see, here's my little sponge. Obviously, I use my Beauty Blender to blend out most of my foundations. That's why it is so well used. And yes, I should wash it every day, but I don't. So we're gonna start very lightly blending it out. So how you wanna do it is you just kind of want to pat it. And essentially what you're doing is you're pressing it into the skin so that it is like a second skin. Okay. So as I'm doing this, obviously the sponge is going to absorb a little bit of product. So you can see the brown spots showing through a little bit, but the texture is great. And then here's the thing. If you want to use, again, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting, I'm going to apply a little bit of that to those brown spots, right? Like we're using it as a concealer. And then I'll take the tip of my Beauty Blender and just start blending it out a little bit. And we'll get rid of, there, see? There's our foundation and our concealer, and that's what it's gonna do for your beautiful face. So I really, really love this foundation. I used it quite a lot on my clients all throughout the summer. I used it on my brides. I used it on my clients for both print media and television. It worked great. Okay, so last but definitely not least, is a foundation that I have been using every day as my everyday wear foundation. Here's why. I have 15 minutes at best to get myself ready every morning during the week before I take my son to school. So I need something that is easy to apply, it's fast, but it still gives me the finish that I want. That's pretty hard for me, honestly, to find in a foundation, because I literally want to be able to put my foundation on in 30 seconds or less. So that's what I found with this product. And that is also why I do sell it, because it works. The company is an amazing company, but most of all, it works. It works. It works. And that's why I like it. So this is the Younique Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. I know, again, a lot of you have heard of it. A lot of you, I'm sure, probably have tried it and or have it at home. So a couple of things with this. There is a special application process. You do not want to use your fingertips with this product, simply because you're not going to get the result that you're looking for if you use your fingers. Instead, you want to use a nice dense brush, so you can see how dense this brush is, because you want the foundation to stay near the surface of the bristles, okay? So that's why I chose a very dense kabuki brush. So you shake it up. It's in a dropper style application. And I literally, for my face, I'll put like 4 drops. But for our beautiful little orange today, we're going to use 2. So this foundation, I would say you can build it up to a full coverage, but it can also be very sheer. So for a lot of us, that's nice, because honestly, to get the most natural looking finish is we want to even out our skin tone. We want to even out our skin texture, and we want any flaws and imperfections to be covered while still being able to see our skin. And in my opinion, that's what this foundation does. So I kind of start by tapping it on, and then really lightly, I'm going to buff it out. And if you want to see, well, I used it on my skin today. Get on my Facebook page. I also have a picture where I did like half of my face with this foundation and half without, so you can see what it looks like on real skin and how it covers. But for today, I'm just going to use my beautiful little orange. Okay, so what you're going to see, let me turn this around to the other side. This is where I used the Too Faced, okay? So that's super high coverage. You're not seeing anything underneath the surface, which for some of us is great. I choose to do that sometimes too. However, I think for most of us, this is what we want to see. You want to see your skin underneath. You want your color to be even. You want the texture to be even. And you want your flaws and imperfections to be covered. And that's what this is going to do for you. So that is the Younique Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. So I hope that you guys have picked up some really helpful hints and tips in terms of maybe even just how to look for your favorite foundation, a foundation that's going to be customized for your own needs. But I can tell you right now that if you want high coverage, this is a great product for you. If you want high coverage with a natural finish, this is a perfect product for you. If you want high coverage, basically medium to a full coverage with a powdery matte finish, this is going to be the foundation for you. If you want sheer to full coverage with a natural satin finish that's quick and easy, this is the product for you. So if you have any questions about any of the products that I used today, please just drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm producing new videos every week. They are released every Wednesday. So till next week, be beautiful and live beautifully. Thanks, everybody.